Hello. Oh, this is a little different. I need to do a bit of an update. I jacked my job in. I gotta be honest, I'd had enough. I had enough. I think it was fairly evident why I'd had enough. If you've been following me for a little while, you know that despite my best efforts, we just had some issues that I just couldn't get my head around, and I wasn't prepared to put up with. And for the sake of my mental health and well-being, I decided my only option was to get out of it altogether. I wasn't going to go and work for another company, and I've been slowly putting the plans into place. Now, some of you have been guessing prolifically. You're all wrong. So I'm now in a Ford Transit, medium wheelbase, high top, and I've got all my tickets from the Environmental Agency and from the local councils to operate as a scrap metal recycler. And it's taken me a little time to put everything into place, and you know, I's dotted, T's crossed, and all that sort of malarkey. It's not something you can just like set up overnight. There's a little bit that goes into it. So anyone thinks they can just go out in a little old van and go around collecting scrap metal. Well, yes, you can, but you won't be doing it illegally. You won't be doing it legally. You need to have licenses from each and every council that you operate in, which I have, and also a upper tier waste carrier's license from the Environmental Agency, which I have. And then you need business insurance for the van, obviously. Well, you need a van, and that was more difficult than you would have thought. And this van isn't without problems, I must admit. So we've done all of that, and when I said it was my last day, it was my last day, and this is my first day. So I went on holiday, and on the Friday, cleared my truck out, because you have to before you go on holiday, and then went on holiday. And about Monday or the Tuesday, after we decided to, well, that weekend we went and bought a van. We managed to finally find one, and I thought this is as good a time as any. We're not going to be in any better position 4 months down the line, and just got to go ahead and do it. So I think it was Tuesday. Monday we went to pick the van up. And Tuesday I think I handed my notice in. I phoned them up and said, just had enough. They were like, oh, why's that? And I said, well, you know, this and this. And, okay, well, sorry about that. Yeah, I told them I'm not going, and you know, if they ever wanted me for holiday cover, I might be agreeable, depending on what the money is. And you know, I left on good terms, so that was, you know, never burn your bridges, can you? You never know. Never say never. So where is this taking me along here? Okay. At least I'm not in a truck. Well done, Google. Don't know where they're taking me. So I'm in the van. I've arranged to go and do a whole load of collections. Because there's ways to go about it, and if you know anything about this game, you can go round and drive round housing estates picking up knackered old washing machines out of people's front gardens or bikes or shit like that. I'd rather be a bit more proactive about it. So I've been contacting people and arranged a whole load of collections for the day, and that's the way I'll do it. and the plan is to go around to businesses and arrange to do scrap metal collections or collections of e-waste, electronic waste, electrical goods, anything that can be stripped down and turned into a bit of money. Because there is money to be made in this. Anyone who says there isn't is doing it wrong. I've done this before on a very, very small scale, and I wasn't exactly kosher when I did it, and I made enough to keep afloat. It's like somebody said, and that I watch, and he said, you'll probably never get rich if you're just doing it part-time. He said you'll probably never get rich, but you'll never go hungry. And that's all I want, to be totally honest with you. I don't need to be working 60-70 hours a week. That's not what it's all about. I don't need to be doing it, so I'm not. It's as simple as that. You know, we both said with a gorgeous gear, like our time together is more valuable, and that was highlighted on holiday. Actually, we were in the campsite, and we were sat in the pub. Because there's a pub on the campsite. I'll talk about it again. It's a really nice pub, and there was two old girls. Well, one was 70 and one was 75. And I saw them pull up. There was two girls together, two girls in each in their own vans. No husbands, nothing like that. No one helping them set up or anything like that. And I watched them pull in, and I thought, oh, fair play to them. You know, I wonder what their stories are. It's interesting to see two, 70 and 75-year-old girl. So anyway, we got talking to them. It transpires both their husbands died, and they went onto a Facebook group for widows, and both transpires that they like camping and caravanning, and they decided that they wanted to do it. Well, they wanted to get away and do stuff. Still wanted to carry on doing stuff, so they bought two new vans and teamed up as a pair, and they go off all over the country. And but the two of them both said one of them died 8 months after he retired. 8 months. And the other one died when he was 61. Didn't even get a retirement. And they both, we were talking, and I said, she said, that's brilliant, just do it. And they both speak from experience. She says, you ain't got time to waste. Life's for living. Take the chance. If it doesn't work out, you can always go back driving, can't you? Yeah? Well, take the chance then. And that's sort of summed up, that sort of not highlighted, but it confirmed. It confirmed what we were doing was the right thing to do. To have your husband die at 61, and then the other one to die. She said that she was sad and angry, because she was sad that her husband died, obviously, but angry because he carried on working till he was 75. He didn't retire. He carried on working until he was 75, and then he was a couple of years older than her, and then he retired at 75 because he loved his job so much. And killed over 8 months later. She said she was so angry. You can hear stuff rolling around in the back. So anyway, we're just about to go across New Forest. So I've got no idea how this is going to pan out today. So we've got a whole load of collections to do. We've got rattles all over, there's stuff falling around. Okay, we go through it. So we're going out into the forest, so I'll just put you on for the time being. This is a nice little drive, yeah? We don't normally go on these roads. So you're going to be going on lots of roads that you don't normally go on, so, horses. Windscreen's really dirty. I've got to work out, because this is a new van, I've got to work out how to, what if I do that? Oh yeah, windscreen washer. They work. 40 mile an hour through the forest. Got bloody horses everywhere, and to be totally honest with you, they're pretty predictable. These are anyway, because they're forest ponies. They're used to the road, but they got young uns there. They got young uns. and you never quite know how they're going to react. Horses they're fair. Some of the older horses, they're fairly switched on. You know, they're not suddenly going to leap out. The only problem you've got is during the mating season, and the stallions are out, and they go chasing them, and they come hurling like 20, 30 horses will just come galloping straight out of bloody nowhere, straight across the road. Because one of them's going to get it. But you know, they're pretty placid. So it's 40 mile an hour all through here. We're going up to Burley. I could have come. I don't know why it's decided to take me this way. Could have come a quicker way. Bloody you. Well, it's a nice day. It's a nice ride. So I'll put you on through Burley, and then we'll be going on to the dual carriageway. So I'll turn you off there. Then we'll be cutting down across country. We're going down into Bournemouth then. Oh no, I'm going to Wimborne. I'm going to Wimborne, which is it's like a bit of a circle, really. So I'm also picking up a like a desk unit today, a pine desk unit. So I can just stick in the garage, and I've got something hired. I've got a workbench. I've got it's a low unit. I don't know what you'd call it. It's not a sideboard because it's like I don't even know what it's called. What it is. It's like and I dumped stuff on it really. It's a dumping ground. But I wanted a desk. I wanted a bench, a workbench, but they're bloody expensive. And I've been looking. I can't find one, and then this popped up this morning actually. So I thought, you know what? It's like a workbench, but it's quite nice, and just go in the garage and it's free. So I'm having it. So sent a message. It's still available, yeah. So that's going to get loaded in. So for those of you that are worrying that you won't be seeing much of the roads around, you know, I think you probably will do. So I'm sure we'll still see the same levels, if not greater levels of fuckwittery. This is Burley, home of the witches. This is where all the witches live, according to legend. We're more or less in the centre of the New Forest here. Queen's Head. During the summer, this is absolutely mobbed. You got a job to drive through here. I don't know if you've ever watched the Tour de France on the mountain stages. It's on at the moment. Well, it's like that here. People everywhere, just rolling around. It's like, hang on a minute, this is a road. Get out the road. No, just walk down the middle, strolling around, pushing pushchairs all down the road. It's like, what are you lot on? So another couple of hours, this place will be mobbed. It's the sort of place, us locals, because I'm only 10 minutes away from here, it's the sort of place us locals, we only go here in the winter. And only drive through unless you really have to. I don't know why it brought me out this way really. So the first thing we're going to pick up today is a barbecue. Big ass barbecue. I know there's probably more questions. You've got more questions than you have than I'm giving answers to, but you know, people are going like, why did you give up trucking? It's a well-paid job. Well, yeah, it is. And I've always stated that it's a well-paid job, but I'm fed up with doing 60, 70 hours a week and getting fucked about. Simple as. And for me, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about spending your time wisely and not living in a tin box. I mean, I know I'm going to spend a fair bit of time in this van, charging around the countryside. But I'll be charging around the countryside, and I'll be local. I'll be working my own time. You know, it's like I can fit everything that I need to do around me now. My daughter's down on Thursday. She's down on Thursday from Preston, and if I was working, I wouldn't be able to see her because she's only down for a couple of days in a week, and I wouldn't be able to see her because I'd have been at work. You say, "Oh, when you take some time off?" Well, I've only got 20 days. I didn't even know she was coming till a couple of days ago. She's going to a funeral. Hoofing the horses out of the way now. Someone's had to get out because they're being a pain in the arse. They just stand in a narrow road, and that's it. But someone's going to try and okay, that's it. They must be local. That's good. They pulled up behind me rather than someone makes a decision. You got one person needs to edge around the horses, and they will move. You know, you got to give it a bit of that out the window, and then move. Horses can be a complete and total pain in the arse. They look nice, but oh dear, they can be a pain. Oh, bloke behind's getting all narky. Hanging out the window, gobbing off. There's always one in there. So anyway, I'm going to turn you off, otherwise, well, I don't know. I was thinking about how these videos are going to pan out. I don't know whether they'll be busier or not. I forgot to bring me. So I think that today it'll just be a driving video, but I will do a little bit more about with scrapping and what I get on the van and all that lot. But it'll just be driving around today. You know, for those of you that find it interesting or not, I don't know. It's a bit like I find it. I watch quite a few scrappers, and when they're stripping stuff down, and I find it quite fair. It's a weird thing. I find it quite therapeutic just watching someone strip something down. Just to have a watch, see what you think. If it's not for you, it's not for you, and I don't blame you if it's not. So, you know, but I've you know, so there'll be different parts to the vlog now. It's gonna change. I'm not gonna be in a big truck. I'm in a van. I'm in a transit van now. I'm a white van man. I think the camera's on the piss, so I don't know. I ain't really got that set up correctly yet. Whoa, don't step out. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I mean, there's going to be different formats to it, so it's going to be driving around like this, around Bournemouth and Southampton and Poole, all through here, all through the forest. It's nice. You see bits of the forest that you've probably never seen before. And then there's going to be the collecting of different things. Then going down to the scrap yards, and then there's going to be the then there's going to be the stripping down and stuff. So yeah, lots of different things to look at. There's a police van around here. I can't fathom out where it is. Yeah, on the side of the road there, nicking them as they come along here. So anyway, that's about it for me. I'm just about to pull onto the A30, I don't know, A35, A37, A35, one or the other. post just the other side of Ringwood. 8:31 even. I knew I was on Summit. So we come off at the next roundabout. So I'll speak to you all later on. Hello. First scoop. Always want to start. I think the batteries might be goosed. Right. Let's get out of here. Looks like we're going away. We're going over to Wimborne now. Internet going in apparently. Then I forgot to give him my card. So we have one rusty old barbecue in the back. It's only a baby, but oh well. There's a bit of brass on it. We'll work out whether it's. So at the moment, I'm just finding me feet for the first few weeks. Well, first couple of months, I reckon. I don't know, left it. So we're in the north of the forest. I don't know which way it's going to take me to Wimborne, probably cut across country. I suspect it will. It's going back across the forest again now. Still a bit slanty. But you're more or less in the centre of the windscreen, just slightly to the left. She forgot I was coming. Good job they were up. She's still in her pyjamas though. Campsites around here. There's one here, look. Camping and Caravan Club. Quite nice. It's a bit of a... If I see a lay-by, I'm going to pull over. I'll sort my seat out. I can't just... You know, it's the same in a truck. It just takes ages to get it comfortable. Get the seat in the right place. I haven't managed to do that yet. So this is the way we came in. So tomorrow, oh yeah, that was the other thing, yesterday, really windy, wasn't it? It was on Sunday, really windy day. And opened the back door, it was on the stay, gust of wind caught it, broke the hinge. Nearly took the door off. So I've got to get a new hinge, and me and the neighbour are going to do that, my mate John. And then we're going to go down to the sign writers. Get a price for getting some sign writing on the side of the van. got to do tomorrow? Oh, going out for fish and chip supper tomorrow night with the ladies from the Swapsmiths. They always do. They do one every summer. So the gorgeous Kira, she's president of the. There we go. So that'll be quite good. That's down on down near Bournemouth. Well, further on down, but not Boscombe Beach, Branksome Beach, somewhere around there. It's really nice though. Get a few pictures up on Instagram, I expect. I hope the weather's nice. So this is a bit of the forest I don't come across. I don't go up around here very often. This is, like I say, coming out of Alder Hall, heading back towards Ringwood, really, I suppose. Ringwood and Bournemouth, heading south anyway. Well, I think there's a lot worse ways to make a living. Like I say, I don't think I'm ever going to be rich, but that's not the plan. And I'm not going to be totally honest with you, I don't need to be. A, I don't need to be, and B, we're not with the branches hanging out. We're not going to be here long enough for me to, you know, build it into anything more than just me in a van. But it's just a string to the bow, isn't it? Another string. Got to remember to drive a manual though. That's the that's the downside. I keep coming to bends and why is everything going a bit out of shape here? yeah. Different gear would be good. Coming up to a junction and spluttering along. It's like, what's going on? Oh yeah, gears. That's a novelty. So my days as a trucker are more or less over, I think. I can't see myself going back to it, to be honest with you. I really can't. I just don't want it. You know, wherever you go, I mean, and the company I was working for, you know, I'm not going to badmouth them because they were a good company to work for, and I would recommend anybody who wants to go to work for them, go to work for them. You know, there's a lot worse out there, I can tell you, and that's my problem. That is my greatest problem. There's no good jumping ship because what are you going to jump to? Probably something that's worse. So, nah, best to call it a day. Do something different. Like I said, I was tired of being away all the time. And gorgeous Kira was tired of that. And life's for living. I don't want to live in a bloody tin box. It's the last thing I want to be doing. So the plan today, really, so I've got a couple of collections today to do, this morning. I'm heading back, hopefully back for about 1ish. Should be. And then we're going over to see Doris. Doris is still in hospital. And the operation went well, but she doesn't recover. She isn't recovering well. Got an infection on the lungs. She's just... So she came out, she went in open heart surgery, you immediately go into intensive care. Then you go to a high dependency ward, then you go to a general cardiac ward. So she's done all of that, and now she's back in a high dependency ward. But apparently she's responding well to that. I don't know what they do different in there. I've got no idea. No idea, but there's obviously something that she does, something that happens in there that doesn't happen. Maybe they just get like more attention. I don't know. High dependency, I suppose, is what it is. So, because there was thoughts that originally, you know, come out of the operation, she should have been home by now, but she's been in hospital nearly 6 weeks. So I'm glad I'm home, because that's an extra stress on the gorgeous Kira with her mum and that, you know. It's not, and I'd be away, and I'm not now. So, although it's not you know, but it's just nice that I'm around, isn't it? You know, that's the bit that makes a difference. Okay, back on the main road. I'm heading. Where am I heading? Down to Wimborne-ish. Right, speak to you all later. Hello. Just picked up the desk. Yeah, nice. Pine, Ducal. I mean, it's no good, the man, the beast. I got it for nothing. So it looked good in my garage. Nice workbench to work on. So yeah, no problem at all. That was cool. And yeah, nice bloke. Telling me about his house. He had it. They lived there, and they didn't really want to move anywhere.
In a quarter of a mile, at Ashdown roundabout, continue straight to stay on Canford Heath Road, B3074.
So they knocked it down and rebuilt it, and they've done it. It's a lovely house. You know, obviously look from the outside, you can see it. Fantastic. So he was telling me a bit about that. Nice bloke. So thank you very much. Got in the back of the van. He did his arm in yesterday, so he couldn't help me get it in. But luckily it was alright. If it gets scratched, it doesn't matter because it's only going in my garage. So now we're going across to get a. Where are they going? No idea.
In a quarter of a mile, at Canford Heath roundabout, continue straight to stay on Canford Heath Road, B3074.
We're now going through Canford Heath. Roads that we haven't been on in a truck. Well, you haven't with me anyway. This next road you have been though, I suspect. Not this one. One at the top of the hill.
In a quarter of a mile, at Manning's Heath roundabout, take the first exit onto Canford Way, A3049.
I think she's got a turned Dalek on me, so she's getting turned off. It's my loudspeaker, it's knackered. I'm not buying another Samsung, I tell you. Spent a lot of money on this Samsung. And, I'm not going to bother again. I think I'm going to go for one of the new Google phones, to be honest with you. I don't like Apple, so there isn't a lot of choice really. Traffic. So we've got 3.6 miles to go to our next collection. hill. We're going down Wollaston Road. Some rolling around in my cupboard above the cab. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm going to have to take it out because it's doing me head in. I meant to do it out last time, but there's a van like me. Oh, it's warm. Anyway, I'll speak to you all later on. Hello. Eventually found it. My fault, I was on the wrong road. So that was a fire surround. What I think is brass. Well, it's got brass plating on it anyway. It's brass sheet. Until I have a closer inspection of it. You're gonna have to put up some wind noise. No aircon. So a bit noisier than normal. So last one for this morning. Time now 11:10. Almost going back the way we came. So this part of, we're going up to Wollaston. I don't know if this is Wollaston, this is where Bournemouth University is. Go down to the right, you go to Charminster and Winton. Oh, we're going right here. It's not going where I thought we were going. Bournemouth Uni to my left. Bournemouth's a big old place, spread out into lots of little suburbs. About 2.5 miles to go to the next one. I don't think we're going to be shy for driving around stuff, you know, and I know you guys like that. Just in a different vehicle, you still get to see where we're going. Don't think it looks a lot different, to be honest with you. And you still get my witty banter. Talking shite. Oh, going the right way, yeah, down here. Yeah, sort of this way. Used to be a good Indian round here. I wonder where was that? Around here somewhere. Ensby Park. Where am I going? Straight down this road. 30-mile-an-hour limit, keep an eye on the speed. And an eye in the gardens for washing machines and fridges. Well, not fridges, because I can't take fridges. You can't take fridges or freezers. That's why you often see them dumped on the side of the road. The scrapyards don't take mattresses either. That's why you often see them dumped on the side of the road. I'm not really going out of my way to go and have a look around places to see if I can find anything lying on the side of the road. That's not really what I want to be doing, to be honest with you. It's just, I see that as not a waste of time. If I'm going somewhere, I might have a little scoot about in the area that I'm in, you know, just drive down a different road or... miles from home, only about 7 or 8 miles, maybe 10. Don't really know. Not that far. Bit of beeping going on, don't know what that's for. Nothing to do with me, Governor. Yeah, I think I might have a little scoot around some places. There's a few places I know of that are a bit, you know, might be in the, might leave some, you know, bits and pieces lying about outside the front, but that depends on how many other scrappers there are and whether they've done whether they're up to the job. But I'm going to fill the van up fairly good well today, and I ain't done a lot of miles. Should have kept a note of how many miles I've done. I didn't make a note. Where am I going here? Towards Ferndown, 347. So this is only a little one here. This is a bit, well, say a little one. It's a dog crate. It's a big dog crate as well. So beggars can't be choosers. If it's made of metal, I'll have it. It's as simple as that, isn't it? Like Triumph TR6, TR5. So whichever way sat-nav takes me back home the quickest way, that's the way I'll be going. So we'll go left there. Oh, there's a nice Defender in there. And if I see anything on my journey home, I'll grab it. If I don't, I won't. It's as simple as that. I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it. So it's left here. Kinston Park Road. bit over 7.5 tonne. That doesn't include me, so we're good to go. Road here, and I'll speak to you all later on. Oh, well, actually, that was quite good. It was bloody heavy. It had a metal base. A lot of them are plastic, aren't they? But it was a big old dog crate, and it had a metal base. So it's well, like I say, you're never going to get rich. Some people might say you're wasting your time, you're wasting your diesel, but I don't think so. That towards Bournemouth Airport now. West Parley. I don't know which way it's going to take me. Turn right, then we go right past Bournemouth Airport. Over the River Stour. That's it for the morning. We did what we needed to do this morning. I mean, I haven't been down here for a while. Look at all this little houses going on. Looks like it. You feel sorry for the people that live in the houses on the left there, because God blimey. Used to have a look at that, he's built by sort of fields. Now look at it. All bloody houses and little. Light's going to change on me? No, we're alright. Oh yeah, just adjust. Get away with it in this. So put you on and keep you on until we go past the airport. Oh, that's all new there as well. Parley Place, Cairo. There's a pub down here. At a curlew, that's it. Sure, that was all industrial units in there. airport straight in front of us. During COVID, this was full of planes, full of BA planes. It's windy, but I'm what? So anyway, as you can't see nothing, that's this morning done. That's Sunday morning scrap run. Got a few bits and pieces, couple of hours. About 2.5 hours. The longest time was actually getting my says a plane there, look. He's mothballed up, engine covers on. It's 2. European cargo, both of them. There's a couple of Ryan airplanes down there. They even charge you at this airport for dropping people off. We were flying out. Where were we flying out? It must have been to Greece or something like that. I think it was out of Kefalonia. And we'd booked in 3 or 4 months in advance with the company to say that we were going to park on site, and they, paid the money and that. Got there on the day, and they said, "No, sorry, you're not parked here." What do you mean? Here we are. You are. Look, here's the email and everything with the confirmation. She says, "No, they went bust." Well, no one told us. So what do we do now? Well, can't leave your car here. We've got no space. They're like, "You're having a laugh, aren't you?" So eventually they relented, and I said, "Well, we're not going to miss a holiday to Greece just because. Why did you took over the parking here? Yeah. So why didn't you contact all the people? Well, we had did you have the data back? Yeah, we did have it. Yeah. Well, why didn't you contact us then? Well, you had to pay again. Oh, what? So it was. I can't remember how much it was, but it wasn't cheap. Wankers. So I don't like flying out of Bournemouth, to be honest with you. There's no. And the other thing is, Bournemouth Airport. There's no train to it, and there's no bloody buses to it. So unless you go there by taxi or drive there yourself, you ain't got no hope of getting there. Now I could go left here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go right. Because going left is alright, it's just a narrow arse road. Bad enough in a car, let alone in a van. So I'm just not bothering. I'll do what I used to do in the truck. If there's an easier route, it might take me a few more minutes, but if there's an easier route, I'll take it. I don't think there's I think the ETA is exactly the same, to be totally honest with you. I don't think there's any difference. ETA is similar, yeah. That ain't making me laugh difficult. I wanted to get a picture of the van, I haven't done that yet. But I do think I've got an immobiliser issue with it. She doesn't like starting. She coughs and, not coughs and splutters, but it was like, sometimes there's nothing there. You get a lot of lights come up, but there's nothing there. It's like, and I just had a red flashing light on, and it was doing, and I looked at the code for what it meant, and it means there's an immobiliser issue, so, Other than that, the van drives lovely. So we're just coming into Christchurch now. Straight on through. So when she starts, it sounds almost like she's got a bit of a flat battery. It takes a couple of seconds for it to kick in, and it just doesn't. It's like the start motor don't want to engage, but I don't think it's that. I think it's the actual, because I've seen that flashing light now. I think it's actually an immobiliser issue. Might have to have a word with my man. So this is Christchurch now, outskirts. We don't go through the town centre, we just sort of scoot nearly to the centre and then we sort of hang a left. Bit posh round here. They ain't likely to leave a washing machine outside the front door. They'd have a man who took it away. Don't know how much you can hear of me round here. 30 mile an hour, slow down. Otherwise the smiley face camera will have you. So this is a road that we haven't been on in a truck. They're going left, Ford Mustang wires. Down this road in a bit used to be a bus route I used to drive. Leamington to Bournemouth return. Just come over my side of the road. Avoid the cyclist, but aim for me. Right, I'm going to leave you to it because I'm getting a bit warm. I'll speak to you all later on.